Hey everyone, welcome back to SkiHQ. Today we're going to be taking you through a Stork Turn progression. It's perfect for helping you find just the right amount of balance on your outside ski without doing too much or too little. We're going to run you through how to do a Stork Turn, how to find the right position, and apply it to different aspects of your skiing, from short turns, long turns, carving, hockey stops, all of the above. Alright, so let's get to it. So in essence, a Stork Turn is pretty simple. All you do is lift your tail of the ski off the snow whilst keeping your tip on the snow. What this does is it forces us to balance on the outside ski because now I have no choice. For our first Stork Turn, we're just going to take it traversing across the slope with no turns. So we'll get started, athletic stance, lifting up, keeping the tip on the snow. You can see here my body weight is shifted to the outside ski. Let's do the other side. So let's try it again, but this time we're going to think about our position on top of the outside ski. So when I lift up my heel, my tip's still connected to the snow. There's various movements I can make to be more or less balanced, but the goal is to be as efficient as possible. For example, if I'm too tall and leaning in, then I'll lose my balance to the inside. But vice versa, if I take it too over and I'm too angulated, I'm actually going to flatten the ski, which means I'll have no edge angle to initiate a turn. The tip we like to find the right position is the double pole drag, or focusing more on dragging the outside pole lightly in the snow. There you go, dragging that outside pole, or both poles. Let's go. And again, dragging both poles in the snow, heel up, tip down. You can see I've got just enough angulation to be able to lift that heel, but I still have edge angle on my outside ski to maintain grip. So before we add some turns, let's talk about rotational alignment. So if I'm too square to the ski or even rotated in, it's hard to maintain balance on the outside ski. I'll start to fall inside. So you can see to have the best Stork Turn, I have a tiny bit of separation, a little bit of counter down the hill in order to maintain the best balance. And again, body facing slightly down the hill, nice bit of bend over the outside. It's much easier that way. Now on the flip side, if you're too countered, you can get too angulated, which again will flatten the ski, or it can allow your hip to be too far in, which makes it a lot harder to regulate the edge angle. Now that we understand our position in Stork Turns, let's put it into some turns. So, starting in our first traverse, and the goal is to get into the Stork Turn at the very top of the turn. And again, top of the turn. And again, top of the turn. You can see here, I'm going into the new Stork Turn before I initiate. As you're getting more comfortable with it, I want you to try and start your Stork Turn earlier and earlier in the turn, to the point where you're actually lifting up your heel before you initiate the new turn. By initiating the new turn, I mean changing your edges from the little toe edge to the big toe edge. Once you feel comfortable getting the stork turn as early as you can in the turn consistently, let's take it into some more challenging turn types. So here, it's still pretty flat, but I'm gonna try stork turns with some calves. All right, let's go. Here's a bonus tip. When you're doing a stork turn, your leg can end up in all different positions as you're trying to balance. Really try and always hug your legs together. When I'm doing my stork turns, I feel like my boot kind of ends up coming up and resting around my knee. Not only does this keep things neat and tidy, but it also mimics the way that you shorten your leg in a regular high performance turn. So add that focus into your stork turns to make it even more specific to regular skiing. Now that you're getting more comfortable, let's take our stork turns into a hockey stop. I want you to be thinking about the position that the stork turn forces you into when you're doing a hockey stop, because that's the type of feeling you want to be taking back into your short turns. So my goal is to maintain my balance on my outside ski a couple of seconds after I finish the hockey stop. Let's try it again. Hockey stop. Maintain balance. Hockey stop. Maintain balance. Hockey stop. And the way that I maintain balance is with the angulation that I maintain over the outside ski as I finish the turn. Angulation to balance. Now, once you've nailed a few stork hockey stops, let's bring those stork turns into some short turns. Here I've selected a slightly steeper pitch, and let's start with a wider corridor to give yourself more time to initiate the stork. So to wrap up, stork turns is one of our favorite drills at SkiHQ because it's an outcome-based drill. You know if you're doing it wrong because you end up putting your foot down. If you're a bit too inside, foot goes down. If you're a little bit too over the outside, foot comes down. And today we've done the stork turn in a bunch of different variations. Just remember that when you're practicing the stork turn, one of the things we've done today might take you up to a week, 2 weeks to master. So be patient, but remember that the stork turn is a very good drill for all different levels and types of skiing. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment for us below or reach out to us in the community.